In 1978, a charming and handsome bachelor named Rodney Alcala appeared on the popular television show The Dating Game. He bantered with the bachelorette, Cheryl Bradshaw, and won her over with his wit and charisma. Alcala won the date, but Bradshaw would later cancel, sensing something unsettling about the man who called himself Rod. What Bradshaw didn't know was that she had just dodged a bullet. Rodney Alcala was a serial killer. This chilling true story serves as the inspiration for the Netflix film Woman of the Hour, which I directed. The film explores the dark underbelly of Alcala's seemingly charming persona and the horrific crimes he committed. It also delves into the lives of his victims, giving a voice to those silenced by his heinous acts. The film aims to shed light on the systemic failures that allowed Alcala to evade justice for so long. We wanted to understand how a man with a history of violence could so easily slip through the cracks and continue to prey on innocent people. It's a story that needs to be told, not only to honor the victims, but also to spark a conversation about the importance of victim advocacy and systemic change. Hit like and subscribe, and let's continue with the video. Rodney Alcala's path to becoming a serial killer was marked by troubling incidents from a young age. Born in San Antonio, Texas, in 1943, Alcala's early life hinted at a darkness within. After serving in the U.S. Army, he was discharged following a diagnosis of a personality disorder. He then enrolled at UCLA, studying fine arts, a skill he would later use to lure his victims. In 1968, Alcala committed his first known crime, kidnapping and brutally assaulting an 8-year-old girl named Tali Shapiro. A Good Samaritan intervened, saving Shapiro's life, but Alcala managed to escape. He fled to New York, assuming a new identity and even working at a girls' camp, further demonstrating his chilling ability to blend in and manipulate those around him. However, Alcala's past eventually caught up with him when 2 girls from the camp recognized him from an FBI Most Wanted poster. He was arrested and extradited back to Los Angeles to face charges for the attack on Tali Shapiro. However, in a miscarriage of justice that would become a recurring theme in Alcala's life, the charges were reduced, and he was released after serving just 3 years. Upon his release, Alcala returned to his predatory ways. He drifted up and down the West Coast, using aliases and charm to disarm potential victims. Alcala's crimes continued, and his victims, mostly young women, were often found posed, their bodies displaying his twisted artistic sensibilities. Despite multiple arrests for assault and suspicion in several murders, Alcala repeatedly managed to evade justice. This was due in part to his own cunning and ability to manipulate the system, but also because of systemic failures that allowed him to slip through the cracks. There was a lack of communication between law enforcement agencies, a failure to connect the dots, and a tendency to dismiss the concerns of victims. The case of Rodney Alcala exposes a chilling truth about our justice system. It is often ill-equipped to deal with predators who are masters of deception. Alcala exploited these weaknesses to his advantage, leaving a trail of devastation in his wake. In 1979, Alcala's reign of terror reached a tragic climax with the murder of 12-year-old Robin Samsoe. Robin was last seen riding her bicycle to ballet class in Huntington Beach, California. Her disappearance sparked a massive search, and Alcala soon became the prime suspect. Evidence mounted against Alcala, including a witness who placed him near the scene of Robin's abduction, and the discovery of Robin's earrings in his storage locker. In 1980, Alcala was convicted of Robin's murder and sentenced to death. However, this was only the beginning of a long and convoluted legal battle. Alcala's death sentence was overturned twice on technicalities, and he continued to file appeals for years. Meanwhile, investigators were uncovering more evidence linking him to other unsolved murders. The true extent of Alcala's crimes was only just beginning to come to light. In 2002, DNA technology linked Alcala to 4 more murders in Los Angeles County, dating back to the 1970s. The victims, Jill Barkham, Georgia Wickstead, Charlotte Lamb, and Jill Parenteau, had all been brutally murdered, their bodies posed in ways that bore Alcala's chilling signature. But the most shocking discovery came in 2010, when authorities uncovered over 1,000 photographs and negatives in Alcala's storage locker. The photos, many sexually suggestive, depicted hundreds of unidentified women and children. Some of the subjects appeared to be unconscious or deceased. The release of these photos sent shockwaves across the nation and sparked a massive effort to identify the individuals pictured. Families of missing persons clung to the hope that their loved ones might be among the photos, while others grappled with the horrifying possibility that they or someone they knew had crossed paths with this monster. Among the haunting images found in Alcala's possession was a photograph of a pregnant woman named Christine Ruth Thornton. Thornton had vanished in 1977, her disappearance a mystery that had haunted her family for decades. The discovery of Thornton's photo provided a crucial link to Alcala, and in 2016, he was charged with her murder. However, due to his declining health and his incarceration in California, Alcala was deemed too ill to be extradited to Wyoming to face trial. Justice for Christine Thornton, like so many of Alcala's other victims, remained elusive. Thornton's case highlights the complexities and frustrations of pursuing justice in cold cases, particularly when time has passed and jurisdictional issues arise. It also underscores the importance of never giving up hope and the need for continued efforts to bring closure to families who have lost loved ones to violence. Alcala's appearance on the dating game adds another layer of chilling complexity to his story. It serves as a stark reminder that monsters often hide in plain sight, their true nature masked by charisma and deception. The fact that Alcala could so easily charm his way onto national television and win over a bachelorette is a testament to his manipulative abilities. It also raises disturbing questions about the nature of evil and our own vulnerabilities to charm and deception. The episode serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us to be wary of appearances and to trust our instincts. It also highlights the importance of being aware of our surroundings and taking steps to protect ourselves and our loved ones from those who might seek to do us harm. On July 24, 2021, Rodney Alcala died of natural causes in a California prison at the age of 77. His death brought an end to his long and twisted saga, but offered little solace to the families of his victims. Alcala took many secrets to his grave, leaving behind a legacy of pain, unanswered questions, and a haunting collection of photographs that continue to fuel investigations. While some may find a sense of closure in his death, it is important to remember that the families of his victims continue to grapple with their loss. The pain of losing a loved one to violence never truly goes away. It is a wound that can reopen at any moment, a constant reminder of the fragility of life and the darkness that can lurk in the hearts of men. Alcala's death also highlights the importance of continued efforts to seek justice for victims of violent crime. Even though he is gone, the pursuit of truth and accountability must continue. We owe it to the victims and their families to never forget their stories and to continue to fight for a world where such tragedies are prevented. The story of Rodney Alcala is a chilling reminder of the darkness that can exist in the world. It is a story of loss, pain, and the devastating impact of violence. But it is also a story of resilience, hope, and the importance of fighting for justice. As we remember the victims of Rodney Alcala, let us also honor their memory by working to prevent such tragedies from happening again. We must advocate for systemic change within our justice system, improve communication between law enforcement agencies, and empower victims to come forward without fear of judgment or disbelief. By learning from the mistakes of the past and taking proactive steps to protect the vulnerable, we can create a safer world for ourselves and future generations. Let the memory of the victims serve as a guiding light, illuminating the path towards a future free from violence and fear. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive news and trending stories. Thanks for watching.